This is Talk Sense Media, your voice of reason in the noise. Now, here's a look at some of this week's top news stories ending May the 24th, 2025. Now, four cops found themselves on the wrong side of the law. The Jamaica Constabulary Force has confirmed that a swift and coordinated police response led to the recovery of a stolen motor vehicle and the arrest of a serving member of the police force. A 19-year-old in-drive taxi operator was robbed at gunpoint on Colville Avenue in St. Andrew. It is reported that the accused entered the vehicle and forcibly took control. However, the driver managed to escape unharmed and alerted the police. A cross-divisional operation was activated by the Police Emergency Communications Center and the vehicle was tracked electronically to the Dyke Road, and that's near Jam World Entertainment Complex in Portmore, St. Catherine. A detective corporal was arrested in connection with the incident, and they seized a Glock 17 9mm service pistol with 2 magazines, 34 rounds of ammunition, and a JCF issued ID. The Criminal Investigation Branch CIB is now leading the probe. In a statement, the JCF reaffirmed its commitment to upholding the law without fear or favor and commended the teams involved for their professionalism. They must congratulate the police for doing a professional and an excellent job. Justice after a decade after 3 cops were convicted in Maria Dean's case. So the Director of Public Prosecution, Paula Llewellyn, says the conviction of 3 police officers in the 2014 Maria Dean's beaten death case is proof that those in power can be held accountable. A 7-member jury in the Westmoreland Circuit Court found Corporal Elaine Stewart, Constable Juliana Cleveland, and Constable Marlon Grant guilty of manslaughter and misconduct in a public office. Stewart was also convicted of acts intended to pervert the course of justice after allegedly ordering the cleanup of the cell before Indecom investigators had arrived. Maria Dean, who was 31, died on August 6, 2014 after being beaten in custody at the Barnett Street Police Station in Montego Bay. He had been arrested for possession of a ganja spliff. The 3 officers out on extended bail are to be sentenced on July the 3rd. The Independent Commission of Investigations, Indecom, launched investigations into 3 separate fatal police shootings last week. The incidents occurred in Grand Spence, St. Andrew, Jerusalem Mountain in Westmoreland, and Old Harbor, St. Catherine. The deceased are Jadine Gooden, aka 6 from St. Andrew, Shaquille Johnson from St. Catherine, and 1 man in Westmoreland who wasn't identified. Now in Grand Spence, residents blocked the road in protest of the fatal shooting. These deaths have brought the number of police fatal shootings this year to 133, with 22 occurring in May alone. St. Elizabeth achieves 10-year low in murders. The St. Elizabeth Police is reporting significant reduction in crimes. Superintendent Coleridge Minto, head of the parish police, says, "Currently, we have 6 murders compared to 16 last year. That's a 62% reduction." Minto made a statement during Prime Minister's Andrew Holness tour of Northeast St. Elizabeth on Thursday. He pledged to continue strategic deployment of police resources and aims to make St. Elizabeth the safest parish in Jamaica. And finally, in the roundup, tragedy in Mandeville as a 4-year-old was shot dead. In what might have been the most heartbreaking story of the week, 4-year-old Gia Grin was accidentally shot and killed inside her home. She died approximately 10:45 p.m. at the Mandeville Regional Hospital. According to reports, the child's mother reportedly left them in bed to use the bathroom. However, shortly after, she heard a loud explosion, rushed to the room, and found Gia with a gunshot wound. Despite rushing her to the hospital, Gia was pronounced dead. So that's your weekly recap from Talk Sense Media. Remember to subscribe, like, and share to stay informed.